Hey there people, I am Benevolence and we are playing The Last Federation Lost Technologies. This is a Let's Try series and I'm thinking about doing this for a week, so that means 7 videos with a duration of 20 minutes. I've been fortunate enough to get a few keys from Arcan Games and I got The Last Federation plus its DLC, The Lost Technologies, and I do like my space games, so I thought I'd take a look at this. Did want to make a video when it first came out with the DLC, but the game is very comprehensive and I had to just get into it. So what we are going to do is we are going to do a trial run. Let's do a new profile. So we're going to have lots of different profiles, so that's really nice. What would you like to call yourself? We'll call ourselves Volumnox. Volumnox. Let's do an advanced start. And this is quite comprehensive game, as I said, so there's a lot of things to take into account, and with the new DLC that's more technologies to the game. We'll get into that when we try it out. So to start, we are going to go for the normal difficulty in strategic, because I've not really played this a lot, played it a little bit just to get a feel for it. I've watched some videos, so baseline 1.1 times the normal tech. We're going to play on hard mode because, as I understand it, there are new champion enemies, more difficult enemies in the combat, and this is as much to showcase the new DLC, I guess. Even though I'm not really that good at the game, we're going to give it a try. I know there's a lot of different races, and you can pick the race you want as your enemy at the start of the game, and each race, as these are Acutians, Andor, Borean, Burlost, Evok, Peltian, Skylaxian, and Thoraxian, have their own flagship associated with them. So the race you pick to start with is the race that's going to be spacefaring, and it's going to be your primary enemy for the start of the game. So I think we should just pick something at random. It's not really important who's our enemy. I know there are some races that are more difficult to encounter than other races, but yeah, we'll take it as it comes. Let's do a random start. We are going to do the standard Federation formation because that is basically what the game is about. The new DLC adds a tech race, so, but as I haven't played the game that much, or nothing at all really, I thought I'd start by trying to form the Federation, as that is the main goal of the game. Starting year at 0, no extra stuff put on. Permadeath, no, definitely not. Yeah, we'll just take it as it comes. So the game is very much about being a puppet master, so to say. We are the last of a race, in this case they are called the Hydrals. So, let's see. I am the last of the murdered race of Hydrals. We took to the stars and shot down the manned launches of everyone else. My countrymen were the dictators of the solar system, so we kind of had it coming. Yes, that is me above, and you are me. This is our story. I like the flavor text in this game. It has similarity of personality involved. I was the sole survival of a surprise attack by 2 other races, thanks to the renegade mission I undertook, betraying the other Hydrals to bring spacefaring technology to our potential rivals. Turns out, when you strap rockets to the moon, you can catch even the dictators off guard. My ultimate goal, the creation of a peaceful unified federation of planets. Only then can we be safe from the kinds of atrocities my race committed, and the kinds that were committed against us. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm trying to create a peaceful federation if possible, because that is kind of the direction the game tries to take you. So you can even do a forced federation where you try to persuade people through might. Naturally, upon my crash landing at this planet, I was placed in captivity. Having no concept of my strength, they did not realize that I was merely waiting. I waited for years. Stardate first 1 Proto 3000. My dream of Universal Federation is alive as ever, and now the Boreans have finally gotten themselves into orbit. After spending much time with me as peaceful captives, they were ill prepared for my escape. I have commandeered the first prototype Tusker And now the Boreans are in hot pursuit, so we are against the Boreans to start with. Could have been any race. The Boreans are angry, there is no doubt about it. They're usually very solitary creatures, but my theft will have them mobbing their regent and request for my capture. I'm sure I will have to be wary about them in the future. Here they come, I outclass this so severely that I will be almost impossible to lose, so now is a good time to put my ship through its paces. But I will have to be careful. If they manage to take out my ship, I'll be just as dead as now as later. And we are playing as this lonely spaceship, or flagship. Prototype Tusker. So we can see here in the bottom there's a few information to start with. We have a massive hull of 443,000 and a shield of 257,000. We can see the enemy up here. We got some legates and vampire ships and 2 other flagships. So these guys don't really have any shields, but these guys do. So let's take it as it comes. We can see the movement here, and let's just move over here. Now the next thing is that we have different weapon types. We have, in this case, a minigun, a spread shot, and armor piercing rounds. So each of these are good at different tasks, and you can see the range of them are also different. And if we hover over the enemy, we can see their hull, DPS, damage type, and we can see it recommends some weapons to use against them. So in this case, spread shot. That is, however, a bit misleading, as it is categorized as the best weapon for this kind of ship. But the spread shot also fires in a cone, so this only takes into account if every shot hits. So let's try the, the minigun. It wanted us to use the minigun, and we can then say, instead of auto fire, we can do a fire at selected ship, or a fire at exact point. So if we, for example, were to fly this way, we can tell it to attack at this specific point. We can also hold fire. So let's do a fire at selected ship, minigun, and select this one because we're moving this direction. So we can see there is some debris we are hitting, but we did 29,000 damage, and it launched some fighters. We will also be able to do this later. We abilities that we get down here. So to start with, let's try and avoid these missiles, bullet shots. And as you can see, each shot has its own power value in it. So that is the damage it does. So let's try and do something like this. Yeah, let's move over here. And stand there. We'll continue to use the minigun and try and just take this guy down. Did we kill him? No, it's still there. So it is down to no life at all. So let's do a... wow, there's a lot of interceptors. And these guys are almost within range. So let's actually turn around. Let's do the auto fire with the minigun, so it will take down a lot of these small guys. So we can see we did a lot of damage all around, and that's good. Let's try and do the same thing. Try and avoid as many missiles as possible. We still haven't destroyed this one yet, actually. So let's try and focus on that. Just blast it down. And tells us we have some objectives up in the top corner of the screen. There we go, we destroyed that one, and right now we have a lot to evade down here. Our main objective is to just destroy all of these flagships. So this is these 3 guys, and these 3 guys can use their abilities, for example, put out interceptors. So let's try and stay out of the range of these 2 and move over here. We'll use the minigun as before and just try and get this guy down. And there we go. So we can actually see here there are some survivors, and we can go and capture some Boreans, which is not a bad idea. They are alive for 3 turns, as we can see down in the corner. So we are actually not in a hurry to go and get them. We'll keep using that one. So let's look at this one. Minigun is best used on this guy. So we will continue to use the minigun and just try and take down their shields. we will go over here, and as we can see, we can curve our path by pressing shifts. So we'll do that. Go up here, see if we can get away from this guy, because he is going to fire at us now, even though we have some cover here from the ice chunks. So we will try and do that. We will continue to fire on this guy. We got the pilots, and the pilots we can use later on for leverage against these guys. Or we can sell them, we can do lots of stuff with them. So we just want to get out of range of this guy. So let's just fly all the way over here. We'll continue to use the minigun, because that is what is recommended. And we could try and focus on taking all of these small guys, and it is sometimes a good idea because we get stuff for it. We get credits. Let's just continue firing on this guy. It has a shield left, so we are not really that good at taking down shields, I guess. And we are outside the range of that guy. And just continue firing. We got our next unlock, and that's what I kind of like about the tutorial side of this game. It eases you into all of these mechanics. We're just going to go through it and I'll explain it. So in this case we unlock these things over here, and we can focus all power to weapons, or we can divert to shields or movement. We don't really need movement right now, so we will just focus on our weapons to try and take these guys down. We are still outside of the range of this guy, so it's not really a problem. And this guy we are in range of. So we are going to hit some ice chunks here, that's not the best thing. We will continue to use the minigun, and his shields are still up actually. Enemy shields are down, never mind. And we actually did not pierce him. I have no idea what that armored shot is good for. Let's just go down here, kill him. I think this next one will actually kill him. Let's launch some interceptors, it seems. What was that sound? Wow, there's a lot of interceptors. Holy crap. It's got bullet absorbers. So we can see they fired a lot of shots this direction, so let's see if we can actually... We can just try and stay put. And we can try and take this guy down. And as you can see, we evaded these shots. What's this? Disrupt the shot. Alright. So when you move, you have momentum evolve. So if we just continue going in this direction, we would get more and more speed, which is also good. It's a nice mechanic. So we are in range of this guy, but let's just try and take this one out. And we are taking a lot of damage right now. Well, not a lot, we are taking a bit of damage. But this guy should go down in the next one. There we go. Let's focus a bit on speed. Let's do a auto fire, just see if we can kill some of all of these interceptors. And we did have some Boreans here. Let's see, can we get them even? Boreans. 1 turn left, so I don't actually think we can get them. That's a shame. Damn it. Let's try. Where's the closest point? It's probably there. Nope. I really not let do this. Yeah, there we go. Select a shot. You. Just get you down. So we got the Boreans. Continue to shoot on this guy. Take him down. And we are at Hull. I think I'm going to try spread shot actually. So let's get close, do the spread shot, and hit him. Bam. Let's try the armor piercing. So armor piercing just goes through the target. Let's do this. Navigate around him. And just use the minigun. And he should pretty much be dead next round. Bam. Alright, a few more rounds. This is not the most powerful ship, it appears. It's fine. You don't really have to worry about shields because this guy's going down pretty quickly. There we go, and we won the battle. It took 28 turns, which is kind of a lot. But we don't really have to worry about taking damage because it is restored between battles. We have this screen after each battle that tells us how we did. So we can see the Boreans lost 10 base power, 20 effective power, and 1 armada in fighting. It took 28 turns. We took a lot of shield damage. We have gained some credits, gained 201 for destroying ships, and we got some disapproved influence with the Boreans. We'll get into that in a few seconds. So we can close this and continue. We also rescued 10 Boreans. So, sweet mother of space sheep, it's the solar map. I'm going to introduce you gradually. For now, a lot of stuff is hidden. Don't worry about trying to create the Federation yet. We'll get to that later. It's not even an option yet. Right now, you need to worry about gaining credit to spend, and you also need to accumulate a goodly amount of influence with a few races. A humble suggestion is that you start delivering spacefaring tech to Skylaxians, Andors, and Peltians, and then run dispatchment missions to get them to gain more credit. For them to gain more credit. So a lot of stuff is hidden right now. For example, we can't see graphs, and there will be more buttons here. So let's just have a look around at what we have. So right now, these guys, where are we here? They are spacefaring. The Borean homeworld. And the Boreans, along with someone else, most likely destroyed our planet, which is over here, Hydro Homeworld. We can right click to gain some information. So we can see information about each planet like this. Currently constructing, quality, space defense, and so forth. So we can see this planet was belonging to us, the Hydrals. And in the same way we can look at the Boreans and their planet. So this is their planet art. We have a ice dwarf planet. The next thing is compatibility, how well a race is faring on that planet. So a value of below 1 is bad and a value below 1 is good. So for these guys it's going really well, almost 4. And compared to these guys, which are doing the worst, 0.46. And our homeworld. We got a few races. We got the Peltian homeworld. This is the Ringworld. It's actually the new expansion, as I understand it. Yeah. Oh, that is 4. Alright. So we got the Peltians, we got the Acutians, we got Skylaxians, the Andor, the Burlasts, Thoraxian, and Ewoks. And all of these races will become spacefaring. In this case, over here, by the Peltians, they will become spacefaring in 6 seconds. So that's real life seconds. So if we unpause the game, it would take 6 seconds for them to become spacefaring. And then comparing to the Andor homeworld, which will take 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 46 seconds of real life time to become spacefaring. We can speed up the time in the game when doing tasks, and we will be doing that at some point. And we will be going over all of these different buttons. So we got log, tells messages, of course. We got the manufacturing science of each race. So we can see some stats for that. We got the computer advisor that will advise for doing different stuff in the game. So top 3 suggests allies, for example. So right now it's the Peltians because they're doing pretty well on their planet, and that will enable them to evolve much better. We've got the race relations, so we can see who's mad at who. So we can see here, for example, the Boreans hate us. We've got minus 102. So we can see the relations for all of these guys. We can see it's a bit strained between the Burlast and the Boreen. We got an inventory that tells us what we have. For example, if we bought something, in this case science boost, improved text books, plus 3 to research speed, so that's fine. Overviews, click to attack, planet details, we've been into that by right clicking on a planet. We can also travel there, so in this case we will travel to this one in the next, let's just do it now. We can travel here. That took no time at all. So now we are at this location and we can give them spacefaring tech in the next one, because they are going to be spacefaring in 6 seconds. So we might as well get something out of it. So if we click here, we get some flavor text. Feeling friendly, that's the spirit. If you're going to form a solar federation, you're going to have to make some friends. Credit is a super important concept. This is a social currency, so to speak. Doing things for races that they appreciate, or some cases doing things that intimidate a race, gain you more credit. You can then spend credit with almost any race to get them to do what you want, or with mercenaries. Credit is basically money. But be warned, sometimes there are no friendly actions you can take with the race. Either you don't have anything to offer them, or they simply hate you too much to accept them even need it. So that is the influence system. So we can see here we get 14,000 credit for delivering spacefaring tech to these guys. And we might as well do it because they are going to become spacefaring in 6 seconds. So I hope to see you next time, and if anyone has any suggestions, I'm open to hear them. Bye!